My name is Georg Wieser. I'm an artist, an architect and an urban planner based in Vienna. I work on all different scales of design and art. I'm concerned a lot about public space. When I first got this invitation to apply for this residency, I was hesitant a bit because I have no experience in working with people with disabilities. At first I was a little bit afraid. This afraidness was immediately gone as soon as I arrived here because I was welcomed very warmly by the whole community, and I saw that there's no right or wrong in approaching people. I saw that I couldn't really do any mistakes as long as I stayed who I am, and I approached them in a fashion that I am, and we found a way to communicate with each other. I immediately felt very safe to be here and to contribute what I could bring to the center.
Gal kokie čipsai, a? Gal saldainiai.
The paper plane project was really just the first project to interact with the community and to co-create something over distances. I came up with an idea for a project where I would make an artwork in Vienna and then send it here for them to finalize the artwork by using it here. The unpacking and the first flight attempt, and it was very exciting to see it and to take a life on its own. It was very beautiful to see. When I came here, I just joined them in their daily lives, and I lived in the neighborhood of Shanxi, which is where the center is based at. I immediately, going to work every day, I found out that Shanxi has a lot of qualities, but it's also lacking some qualities that I, through my lens as an urban planner, find very important for public space. Since my invitation also was about how to connect the Korys community with the neighborhood of Shanxi, I came up with this idea of developing a piece of furniture that the community could share with the neighborhood. The idea behind this piece of furniture is that it's something that the Korys can use on their compound, but they can also share it with the neighborhood of Shanxi. Especially with some of the cultural venues that are around here, when they have openings or gatherings, that they have some kind of a meeting point, a social meeting point. Also one of the reasons why it has this bright color, because it's an immediate icebreaker. If you have an unusual looking object in bright colors, people immediately start to turn their heads and wonder what it is. A very important part, of course, is for any project is the name of the project. I, of course, immediately knew that it was not me who would be naming the project, so I asked them. It was quite a complicated matter.
Valdo grupelė. Už to Džerio. Tomo Džerio nebuvo tokio vardo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Flamingas.
Flamingas made the vote in the end. I think it fits very well because of the bright color, and the moment where I realized that the project was a success was really this moment where I presented it to the community, and I immediately saw that everybody got what it was about, you know. We had our first mission I use this walk as a way to show them how to walk about with this, because sometimes people are afraid that something might break or that you can't move it. So it was very important for me to show them that it's actually not very complicated at all, that you just take it and move out, and that it's very light to maneuver and you can go on all sorts of terrain. And also I think it's very important that I showed them that it might be a little bit crazy, but it's not really crazy, and it's actually very fun to engage with people that don't expect a bright red object on wheels coming around the corner. Had a walk through the neighborhood of Shanxi, and we also walked down to the Niemonas river and walked into town. Had some breaks along the way where we were chatting with some ladies and where I think drew quite a lot of attention, and this is exactly the kind of thing that I want to constantly ask for interaction and challenges them to go out into the neighborhood. And I'm a bit, yeah, you know, now I feel stupid that I was afraid to go, because there was no the only danger that there was is, in my mind, was to kind of to be embarrassed, but there is no embarrassment whatsoever in engaging with people, because it's only always just about interaction. And I think that's something very, very valuable that I took home from this experience, from this Magic Carpets experience.